Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Delaney.
I'm Chip.
And today we're going to be talking about the next group of releases for the month of May. Most of them have already kind of come out, but I mean, we're not trying to make this video a priority of like staying on top of the releases. No. We're just picking our top 5, yes, talking about which ones we would be most likely to buy, and then ones that we may have already bought. But yeah, we're going to start with my top 5. My number 5 is the KALEIDOS makeup, the Futurism collection. So it's 3 palettes. One is the Sci-Fi Green, the second is the Cyber Bronze, and the third is the Astro Pink. Just some information about KALEIDOS. They are cruelty-free and vegan, so if you care about those things, great. They are those. They are those.
They got you.
They're $24 per palette. It's 6 pans, I believe. I feel for this collection, I love the packaging. I think it's very outside of what other people have been doing recently. I love it when brands go the extra mile of branding their packaging in a way that no one else does. I like that they fold in on each other and they open up. Yeah. I think that's great. I mean, 6 pans, $24, about $6 a shade. You know, that's pretty average for a single, just in general, so you're still not overpaying versus like EMBY, you're $12 pan. Why? Why? But I think even though this is like a futurism collection, thinking of like what makeup will be, and I think it's 2039 or something like that. It's supposed to be like makeup 20 years into the future, 10 years in the future, something like that. But they are very representative of other makeup products in the current industry that have already been released, but it's KALEIDOS' own twist on that. So for the Sci-Fi Green, I'll throw a picture up on screen, but I think that it's definitely Gemini palette from Melt Cosmetics inspired. Definitely got those mustard greens in there.
Which is so in right now. Yeah,
right. Oh, like who doesn't want to buy a mustard green, you know, murky chartreuse? Like they're definitely what people want to buy right now. That'd probably be, even though I own the Gemini, the first one I would pick up out of the 3 just because I like murky greens over the other color theories that they have, but still beautiful packaging. Moving on to Futurism 2, that's the Cyber Bronze. It looks very much like the Pat McGrath Seduction.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to kind of look because I was like, is it Modern or is it more something else that I've seen? And I was like, Pat McGrath, obviously. So if you don't want to spend over $100 for a Pat McGrath palette with 8 other pans, you can get this for $24. It's got that pop of the silver in there, and then they have, you know, more regular tones like, you know, your reds and your brown transition, and then what is
everyday?
It? Yeah,
everyday
it's a dark
palette.
Brown
Yeah. So you got like some browns, pinks, and reds, every day.
Yeah, very modern in that sense, but the pop of silver really makes it connect more to the Pat McGrath. And then the Futurism 3 is the Astro Pink, which everyone is dying about because it has that pop of blue in there, even though the name is Astro Pink. And it's very much like the Too Faced Clover palette for me, so I'll put a comparison up on screen, but it has a pop of blue, it has that pop of magenta as well, so that's what I saw when I looked at this one. But of course, if you're comparing all of those prices per palette, obviously these are a lot less in comparison to what shades you're getting. If you want to buy them all as a bundle, you can get them for $59, which is saving you $13 in total. So, I mean, if you like 2 out of the 3, you might as well get the third one for saving yourself half the price of that palette. So, might as well. You can also buy the overall bundle with another palette they have that is not part of this collection, the Deep Sea, and that is for $94, which is regularly, the Deep Sea is $42 on its own, and that saves you $7 in total if you want to get that big bundle and try the entire makeup line that KALEIDOS has out right now. As far as the release, it has already been released and is available on their website, so go check them out. I don't know if I'll pick anything up, but that one's why it's my number 5. Because I thought it was interesting. I love the marble effects that they have going on. It just...
The folding is also interesting. Like, something different.
I like really long rectangular palettes, but that are slim, which is why I like the Mel Gemini and why I like their smoke sessions. So definitely a nod to them.
Okay, so let's do this. My number 5 would be the Beauty Bar Baby Multi-Chrome Shadow. Instagramming at midnight. What really drew my eye were these shadows. The pigmentation looks bomb. It's labeled as like a mega shifting eyeshadow and it's part of the Magic Wand collection. So these released on the 4th So they're already out. They are cruelty-free and they are $5.95 a piece. I don't know if I'll pick it up, but as far as just like something that was like, ooh, I thought this definitely deserved a mention. And again, it is already released. And yeah, I like multi-chrome and shifting shadows and highlighters. So I was like, ooh, eyeshadow.
We all love a good pigment.
Oh, yes.
Just looking on their website right now, everything's out of stock, but the Levitation, which is like the reddy orangey gold shade. So hopefully they'll restock soon.
That release hit hard.
So my number 4 is the EMBY Boutique Multichrome and Foil Sparkle Highlighter Palette. It's huge, but I kind of like the pentagon shape of it. I think that's interesting, and it opens like a book. So very like Saint and Sinner, if you want to compare it to that. It's a Etsy brand, so she has her own Etsy shop. She is cruelty-free and vegan, sorry. However, the price for this palette is $150.
See, but is she like single person doing this on her own?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
all of these brands are indie brands, I believe. Yeah, I'm talking all about indie brands today, but I think it's because it's just the price overall. It's a big ass palette. Like it is 10 pans. So if you think about a regular highlighter at $150, not including tax, you know, you're paying about $15 per shade. It's a little on the high end, but they're 37 millimeter pans. So they're big. They're not like 26. And considering the formula, the pricing makes sense. It's just thinking about $150, like, oh my god. But she is located in Vegas, so, you know, go big or go home. I definitely can see why the pricing makes sense versus, you know, if she was out in the Midwest, maybe she would be a little bit more economy based. But if you think about it, let's say, like, because the glow kits were what, 30, how much were ABH glow kits when they came out? I'll put it on the screen. Okay, because I was like, I can find I was like, let's say they were like, I feel like they were like $30. And what is it, 6 pans? No, 4. It's 4, sorry. I was thinking of the Nicole Guerrero and the Moonchild. I was like, they did have some of those. But, you know, thinking that those are like in a 20-30 range, you're getting 6 pans to 4 pans, like, you're still paying a significant amount for those. If I scratched all my glow kits, because I have Moonchild, I have the Aurora, I have the Nicole Guerrero, the Sunkissed, I have the original glow kit, like, that's 5 palettes. If I scrapped all those, I could afford to pay $150, and I would place all of those in my collection. So not only is it highlighters, but they're also eyeshadows. So it's 6 multichrome highlights, which are at the top 2 rows, and then the 4 foiled sparkly duochrome shadows, those are the bottom 4. So you can use them all as highlighters, you could use them all as eyeshadows. Honestly, if you're not using a highlighter as an eyeshadow once in a while, you're just doing yourself a disservice, so just go ahead and do that. You can also buy just the 6 multichrome highlighters in a palette for $110, so you are losing a little bit more money that way. But anyways,
better to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, just buy the whole thing. It is available now. I mean, typically, just in general, when you're comparing like makeup bundles and pricings, you're probably normally always going to get the deal for the bigger size in comparison to how much product you're getting. But I still think I would pick it up if I didn't already have like a bunch of them. I loved duochrome and shifting highlighters, so if I didn't already have a shit ton of highlighter palettes,
this would be the purchase.
I'd be buying it. Buying it. Plus, like, just the way it opens. But from what I had seen on her Etsy shop recently, it did show that she only had 1 left in stock. But that's the thing about Etsy shops. They'll make you another one. Yeah. They'll give you some more. Unless they're like, oh, yeah, my manufacturer won't make them.
And my number 4 is the Juvia's Place. When this first came into the Instagram world, I freaked out. I was like, yes, finally. Like, I love their palettes. I love their highlighters. So I was like, I mean, it's about time, honestly. I love
their foundation.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's about time. And then that's it. I saw 1 post, and I have yet to see an update. Now, is there an update out there and I haven't found it? Maybe. Nope.
There's not. They just announced another eyeshadow palette, so you missed it.
Yeah. So this is part of their magic collection, is what they're saying. Foundation concealer. So it's supposed to be a foundation which is a velvety matte, and their shade range is from very light pale to very dark. They have the matching concealers. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Am I gonna get one? I really do want to try it. It's really a brand that I think caters to darker skin tones, so I feel like this if anything, this would be the foundation concealer that I should at least give a try.
What happens if it's really bad?
If it's really bad, I would be really disappointed. Like,
we got 3 tans, 18 lights.
Really disappointed.
1 dark.
I would really pick it up if it came out.
But anyways, moving on to number 3. And this one is just kind of like something I saw and I thought that was really interesting, so I did want to mention it. This is the Give Me Glow, their form of a Z palette, which has 12 and 24 pans. So if you're aware, Give Me Glow, they sell 37mm pans, so they're a little bit bigger than your normal average 26mm. I don't always really care for, sometimes it's helpful if it's a highlighter that it's in a bigger size, but if it's an eyeshadow, which typically, you know, Give Me Glow is always selling eyeshadows, I don't necessarily want to buy a 37mm. However, what's really, really cool, and I think that is really interesting, is that they have a top part where you can write the names of your shades. And I wonder if that's like more of a dry erase marker that you could use, so you could wipe it off. They haven't brought it onto their website, so I couldn't really get a lot of information about that, but I just thought that was really interesting because the one drawback to a Z palette is, you know, it's magnetic, so I have to like pry up what the shadow is and look on the back of it if I really want to use it. And if you're using something like Adept Cosmetics, like their Z palettes, which, you know, those open, they have ones that have a clear part that you could write on, but oh, I don't want to do that. I'm always like moving my Z palettes around, so like if you could erase that, that would be really cool. But if I wanted to buy something specifically from Give Me Glow, which I want to do that, I have yet to purchase anything from them, I'd probably pick up one of their palettes to put those pans in specifically, because I don't want to mix my 37s and my 26s. But if you wanted to put 26mm pans in there, I kind of did some math. Roughly you could do 20 pans in the 12 shadows and then 40 into the 24. Just kind of keep that in mind. If you ended up wanting to move around, you could do that. There's no ETA on when this will come to being available. They're in production right now, but keep an eye on them because I thought that was really cool.
So my number 3, so this is the DELANEY'Chip _cosmetics. So they're releasing a new bundle, and the bundle is called Sandra's Favorites, which I think is a weird name, but it's fine.
I think it's their mom.
I take that back. Your mom is so cool.
I think that it's somewhat personal to them. That's why. Tiffany looked like Entitled, though.
It does.
You really love Entitled. So.
And I would get both of them, Tiffany and Entitled, together as one. So this is a limited edition palette, which I was like, okay, I better hop on it if I want it. And it is $60 Australian currency.
Which is more than USD, so.
We will leave the exchange rate somewhere. But what I really like about this palette is, so you get 6 foiled shadows and 3 mattes. They are 26mm in. It is vegan and cruelty-free. Again, it is an Australian brand.
And it is their mom's favorite colors. Blue.
Such a great name for a palette bundle. So great.
But some of the shades are pre-existing, so they're not like new, but some of them are new releases. So I like it. I think that, I see, bitch, this is what you should have been, but you ain't.
But what I thought was like super cool, so let's say you have some of the singles already. If you message them, they will exchange it with a different color that they have.
Neat.
So I have Entitled and Jeffree Star. I'll just take Tiffany out and put in a different color. So amazing. Yeah. Super cool, and such a great name for a palette bundle. So great.
I don't know, but Sandra makes me think of like greens.
Greens?
Not blues. But I mean, that's
well, maybe that's Sandra's favorite color.
Blue is her favorite color, that's what it says.
Sandra, you're an amazing woman. Just
thank you for birthing your children. Number 2. Found them through like an ad. And it's called Distinction Brow and Lash. They're a smaller brand. They're cruelty-free. And I didn't write in my notes that they're vegan, but you know, it's a brow product. So, but they sell color brow products, very similar in the muted tones as to like Kat Von D, but in different colors than what she provides. And obviously ABH doesn't provide any color brow products right now other than your natural colors. So the price for those are $16 each in comparison to ABH is $18. So you're already getting a little bit less as far as the price, and that is going to be releasing in June. But they just look really cool. Yeah, they have purple, there's going to be a white, a gray, a yellow, this hot pink, a red, an emerald, and like a royal blue. So if you like having your brows match your hair, which I have yet to really do that. Obviously you could just use eyeshadows or like a gel liner, but I just hate using gel liners as brow. Like, they're so thick. They're thick though.
I hope that they're not wet, because that's my only drawback with Kat Von D. I have a few of them, and I did try a green. If you looked on our Instagram, I did a green eyebrow. It was wet, and I didn't like that. Like,
you'd want to use a powder to set it, if anything, but then you may look a little chunky.
Yeah, I mean, it went on, and it took a lot of layering, and I think that's why I didn't like that it was wet, and that it was wet for so long, is I had to wait and then layer and then wait. So
to get the opacity that you want.
Yeah, because my natural hair color was peeking through. Eventually I just gave up and I was like, this is what it's gonna be. But yeah, I'll be interested to pick one up.
I really want to try them. So come on, June.
Yep. So my number 2. So this is Elegant Cosmetics, and they are coming out with a spring into color palette, bright eyeshadow palette, which is what I'm definitely into this season. I can't stop. I can't stop buying bright shades. I need more, even though I'm pretty sure now I'm just like duplicating the same yellow, but I don't care. I want bright eyeshadow in my life.
Gotta have a good yellow everywhere you go.
This is $30. It is limited edition, first come first serve. It is an all matte palette, which I am all about. I don't really gravitate to like all shimmers, because I'm like, crusty. I would need to grab other things, but all mattes, I'm all good. All good. And it is 18 different colorful shades, so more playing for me.
It just makes me think of like the matte version of the Slush palette.
Yes.
And I almost, because I was on Elegant the other day grabbing photos for this, and I was like, should I? And I was like, no, don't. No, don't. Like, I literally had to take out my Slush palette and look at it, and I was like, I mean, there's only like 1 or 2 shimmers that come in a matte version with this. I'm like, it's not worth it to me, because I have so many other rainbow shades. Like, the only other reason I would pick this up is maybe for the reds and the oranges.
But I feel like
everything else I have.
Yeah, the Slush has like a good gradient of the same color, you know?
Yes,
so if you're like, I want a deep pink, got you. I want a light pink, got you. This one is more like, you have 2 pink options.
Yeah. So, like I said, it would really just be to dupe the shimmers that I have in the Slush as mattes. But I could already do that with like 1 or 2 singles that I already have. So. But I still love Elegant. I love their liquid lipsticks. If you like neon shades, they got neon shades. You know, they have a lot of things.
They do.
Like,
on their website, it's crazy.
When you look at their Instagram, they're always pushing like lip, or they're always pushing like eyes. But they have like liquid eyeshadows that are glitters. Like, they have so much stuff. Y'all should go take a look.
The website was cute, but it was also overwhelming as far as like the pattern on their website, because it was like white with hearts everywhere. I can't remember the black hearts or pink hearts, but
it looks like an Azanga page.
What was it? MySpace.
Yes,
to me.
MySpace too.
Yes, it looked very MySpacey to me, and I don't know. I mean, if that's what they're going for, what they're going for. But I was just like,
Baby Bat Beauty, they're set up the exact same way. They have literally the same probably provider of website, and like once you kind of get into like looking at it, you know, you're fine. But if you're going there first time, just take a moment, read the sidebar where it shows you all their products, then go straight to what you need and don't look at anything else. So my number 1 is the Alien Cosmetics Summer on Earth palette. It is cruelty-free and vegan. It is available as of the 8th of this month, so it opened at $30. You could have got it pre-order for $25, which I picked it up already. That's why it's my number 1. And I got it for the $25. They shipped it so quick, y'all. Like, I thought pre-order would come late. No, it shipped. I ordered it Wednesday, 4:30 a.m. By Friday evening at 7:30, I fucking had it. I was shook. I was a shooketh.
Shooketh.
I was shooketh. 4 matte shades, 3 pressed glitters, and 2 diamond shades. So I had not really purchased any pressed glitters in general ever. I just got one from Dear Katie Brown, so look forward to that on our Instagram. But they were very wet. I was shocked because it's been raining here like off and on, and it had been raining that day, and I was worried that they had gotten like wet or something. But no, They're meant to be that way. They were a little crunchy. There is a video on our Instagram of it right now, but they were kind of cracked. But it was okay because they were wet, so I just pushed them back together. It was perfectly fine. But they're really beautiful. It's a bunch of like neon shades. There's some blues in there. But yeah, yes! That's my number 1. And if you weren't worried about it, I already got it.
Foundation and concealer. So, and my number 1. So this is Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and it is their Juicy Olive palette. Honestly, I don't have an all green palette, and I feel like this is, well, no, I do. I have a Huda palette that's all green, but this one kind of elevates the Huda. So this will release the 1st of June. It is vegan and cruelty free. It is going to price for $30. And the palette itself has 4 mattes and 2 foils, so you'll get 6 shades in total, and they're all green tones, which is perfect for this season, for this year. It's green and blue.
Forever.
Like, this 2018 is green and blue. So the names, which I think were super cute and drew me to this, they're like cocktail names. So you have like dry martini, cocktail, garnish, dirty martini, like that's super cute.
National Olive Day. Who knew there was such a thing? That's why it's releasing in June.
Love it. And so I went on their website, and they have a variety of stuff. So matte liquid lipsticks, they have cosmetic bags, pressed glitters, brushes, highlighters, so a plethora of stuff. Yeah, I was really just drawn to that eyeshadow palette, and I think it was just look great on all skin tones. And yeah, I am ready for some martinis.
Do you even like martinis?
I love martinis. A little too much.
Gin?
A little too much. It is.
Thank you.
They're so good.
I guess I would take a vodka martini, but
yeah, with the right sushi. Oh, I love martinis.
What?
Yeah, that is my number 1, and I'm super excited for that release.
But yeah, this is gonna wrap up the whole video for us today. I hope you liked some of the items we talked about. Maybe it was something new for you. If there's brands that you guys wanted to check out, just tag us on Instagram so we can take a look. We're always watching like beauty news. We're always looking at Indie Mood or Indie Spotlight, or you know, just like Trend Mood. She covers more like normal stuff that you would see in store versus like Indie Mood and Indie Spotlight. They're focusing on indie brands. But if you guys want us to look at something specific, or if you want to say, hey, put this up for a possible option to buy, you know, let us know.
Let us know.
Or mention it down in the comments, whatever you guys want to do. But thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!